the smoke cleared, the truth was revealed. The whispers became mute thoughts of regret. He held his breath until he had no more tears left. For 5 years, 2 months, and 11 days, he prayed on that prison cold concrete floor for much more than his freedom. His dreams were deterred due to some lies told by her. She shamed his name without any regards to the permanent scars that she was leaving behind those prison bars. She be a cold, hard-grown frigid. No commissary, no visits. His days seemed endless as the seconds slowly crept into minutes, and minutes into hours, and hours into days, and days into weeks. And there was no need to go on because this been on repeat, and we all know how the story ends. Incarceration is so much harder when you're behind the walls, innocent. There was only so much praying that he can do, but without hesitation, his prayers continued. Has anyone found out whatever happens to a deferred dream? When it's placed in handcuffs at 16, completely innocent, yet persuaded to take a plea bargain because the defense didn't even bother arguing his innocence because his exterior made him guilty. At 17, they labeled him a sex offender, no longer a name but a 6-digit number within the system. At 18 years young, they snatched his football uniform for a government-issued orange jumpsuit. Have you ever heard the deafening sound of rusted steel when it slams behind you? Bland walls with a muggy stitch in the air that tastes like hope dwindling, death round corner at 19. This new place called prison is foreign. It is said that it takes faith the size of a mustard seed, but in his situation, who plants their garden in concrete? That's where the rats eat and the blood seep and they bury the weak, and he would much rather die on his feet than to live on his knees, so at 20 he did his time. A nickel short of a dime, praying that one day he could snug his feet into his cleats again. Rub his hands across the texture of that pig skin. Look into the eyes of his mother and tell her that he loves her without 6 inches of glass separating their embrace. Guards all up in that space, the hurt in his father's face to know that his son will have to arise and wake in darkness behind thick clouds of smoke that has the potential to choke the hope out you. Snatch your faith, strangle your fight, and gag your grit because the outside world doesn't exist in prison, so just imagine. Imagine being 16, locked up and innocent. Spending 5 years, 2 months, and 11 days of your life behind bars for a crime you ain't ever committed.